Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, October 2nd. This will be a technical analysis breakdown, so if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. First off, a couple clarifications. Number one, the candlestick that you see right there will be moving around and changing. That is because the market's still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. Second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of time. So ticker symbol number one, LAC. Very nice mover today, and now we have a very solid pattern here that's formed. So let's get this pattern drawn into play. So top part of the pattern right here we have as a resistance portion of the pattern. And then down here, just give me a better angle on it. There we go. We have the bottom part of the pattern. Change that to green for support. And then just to make the pattern easier to see, let's keep it all one color. So we have our area of resistance. We have our area of support. Have the big upwards move right here. And then for you golfers out there, try to make it more visual. Put the golf hole down here. This would be a bull pennant pattern. Now, just because something is bullish does not mean that for sure guaranteed if the price comes up here and breaks through it, that's going to make a big move. My point is it valid? Is it reasonable to throw out there as a question, as possibility? Absolutely. So if you like this price range down below $10, you like bull pennant patterns, then definitely keep an eye on LAC. Next one here, PLUG, absolutely monster move today. So certainly updates here need to be done. So first level to point out is what I would call the ideal level of support. When you say, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? And that would be if the price can stay up there above 273. Now, don't get me wrong. If the price falls below 273, that doesn't mean the entire chart's destroyed or ruined or anything like that. But if the price could stay above there, then that would certainly make the chart look the strongest moving forward. Taking a step back and looking at things from the bigger picture point of view, that is where the purple line there comes into play, the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving, because as time goes by, that line there is going to move itself higher and higher and get more and more relevant. But if you just want to envision that as a trend line that draws itself for you, in fact, I like to call moving averages trend lines for lazy people, because if you don't feel like drawing a trend line, well, then let that trend line draw itself for you. So from the big picture point of view, as long as the price does stay above that purple line, then again, assuming you care about the big picture, overall scope of things, the overall trend is still plenty in the bull's favor. So keep an eye on that. Again, ideally stay above 272, but if it doesn't, that is okay. As far as next key area of resistance is concerned, keep an eye on this area up here right around the $3 mark, which is coming from back here, several weeks ago right there. But all in all, anyway, look at it, very, very solid day today. Next one here, CJET. And if I were to force to summarize this very quickly, I would call this just a total pump and dump today. Real quick, what is my definition of a pump and dump? Well, my definition is a price makes a really impressive move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, price goes right back to where it started. So let's think about all that. Where did this move start? Well, it started right here, right? Because this is where it closed right there on Tuesday. And then for next part, made a really good move. From here all the way up to there, I think we can all agree that that's a pretty solid move. Next part of the definition, within a relatively small amount of time. Considering this all happened in the same day, I would argue, yeah, this is a very short amount of time. The price goes back to where it was. Well, where is the price at right now? It is right there. So in all actuality, so if we bring this across, in all actuality, not only did the price go back to where it started, it's actually slightly below where it started. So I'm not saying another nice move can't happen, but like I said, if you were to force me to summarize, today was an absolute total pump and dump price movement. Great movement up. And then in the same exact day, not only did that great movement up get totally wiped away, it actually went even lower than where it all began. So yes, CJET, pump and dump. Next one here, OPEN. This will mean a little bit more to those of you that followed the previous top 10 videos. But if you have, we have been talking about this big old sideways channel here between these couple of areas right there. Top of the channel, about $9.13. Bottom of the channel, right there around $8. And as of now, the price continues to hang right around that area. In fact, as I speak, technically speaking, the price is slightly below that area, but slightly below it. In fact, let's just do this. Let me extend the channel out because now that we have more data, it seems as though more so the accurate area of support is right down there around 785. Because if you go back through the history of things, you can see right there, provided support, and then yeah, support a few more times there. Now, if the price comes down to 786 and then breaks down through there, at that point, yeah, that would not be a good sign at all as far as the bullish side of things is concerned. But all things considered, yeah, overall just stuck inside of the channel. Now, I realized today individually a pretty crazy move. The price came off acting very strong to begin with and then rolled back over and essentially gave back all its gains. But like I said, that's just looking at things very narrowly through a one-day perspective. Looking at multiple days, you can see that in actuality, the price is still stuck between this sideways channel. Next one here, RVYL, and we are once again looking at the bull pennant pattern. So I'm going to go through this quicker. You've already heard me talk about it, and I want to respect your time as much as possible. So I'll still map it out, but like I said, I want to honor your time and not sit here and beat a dead horse. So let's map out this lower part, which is the support, and then just to make sure everybody can see it, we have our area of resistance, we have our area of support, we have the big upwards move right here. We have the golf hole down here, and here we have another bull pennant. I'd say the biggest difference here compared to the other bull pennant is this one is happening on a penny stock. So if you prefer to stay in the world of pennies and you like bull pennants, well, here you go. Real quick, want to take a break and help you solve a very common problem out there, and that is this. People would like to be a day trader, and I am defining day trader as having unlimited day trades every single day. You can trade as much as you want. But because of that pattern day trader rule, they're not able to do it. So if that does describe your situation where you'd like to be a day trader but you can't, then definitely check out the market that I've been trading. Check out the link at the top of the screen, because this is the market where there's no pattern day trading rule. And quite frankly, this market moves way better than penny stocks and small caps anyways. Although I do understand this all sounds maybe a little too good to be true. What's the catch? Totally get it, which is why I invite you to come swing by my live stream. I start every day at 11 a.m. Eastern, and I go for a few hours. And come see it with your very own eyes and ask me any sort of questions that you may have. But yes, this is a great opportunity. The risk is very little because you don't need a whole lot of capital, but yet you have a whole lot of upside potential. So like I said, swing by the live stream if you're skeptical and see it with your very own eyes or ask me any questions. Next one here, NVDA, Nvidia, and not a whole lot to report. I mean, I suppose a little things, but if you watch yesterday's video, hopefully you remember me talking about this red line up here at 187.30 as the key area of resistance. And you can see that's basically right where the price has struggled all day. Now, what is the struggle? The struggle is not breaking above that level. As you can see once again right here, the price has broken up above that area many times. The struggle has been actually staying above that area and then creating any sort of separation to the upside. So that'll be the main question mark moving forward. Again, not can the price break 187.30, but more particularly, can the price stay above it and then get some separation to the upside? I will say that the last 30 minutes here, very nice candle here is forming. Nice hammer candle. So maybe this is a leading indicator that there's going to be another push back to the upside. But all in all, big picture-wise, the chart's still perfectly fine. Sure, looking at today just individually, probably pretty annoying for longs that were just thinking, come on, separate, come on, stay above that area. Can seem like it's really the end of the world. But again, looking at things from the bigger picture, the price is still very much so in an overall uptrend. So as of right now, probably just a minor inconvenience, but still the key dynamic to watch moving forward. As far as supports, you still have 184.10. You still have the purple line there, 50-period moving average. So really all in all right now, main question is just can the price maintain and get above that 187.30. Next one, PFE. The big mover started yesterday with the the news and then the volume, but today this thing just continues to grind higher and higher. So overall, be interesting dynamic to watch as this plays out. So let's map out a couple areas. So that first level, as I talked about previously, is that ideal level, meaning, hey Clay, what would make this chart look definitely the strongest moving forward? And that would be if the price can stay up there above 26.50. Now, if the price falls below there again, that doesn't mean the entire chart's destroyed. But yeah, staying above there would be a very, very impressive sign of strength. Looking at things from the bigger picture, once again, let's keep our eye on that 50-period simple moving average. So as time goes by, that line is going to draw itself higher and higher, essentially be our overarching trend line. And as long as the price does stay above that trend line, then all in all, the bulls are in full control of the chart. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, no fancy logic here. Just ask us, ask the question, where did the party finally stop today? And that was right up here several times, right around the 27.45-ish area. How many times was it? It was 1, 2, 3, basically 4 times. So 4 times the price got up there, couldn't quite push through it. Doesn't mean the price can never get up above that area, but that'll nonetheless be the key battleground to watch moving forward. But yeah, as far as Pfizer is concerned, PFE, this thing has been in beast mode in a big way. Next one here, PALI, and we have ourselves another bull pennant pattern. So again, in the spirit of respecting your time, I'm going to go through this one quickly. Still want to get it mapped out there, just in case you don't quite see it. What's going on there? There we go. I don't know. That was weird. Anyways, let's get it the same color. So resistance, support, nice upwards move right here. Golf hole down here. Have ourselves another bull pennant pattern. So let's see if this thing can maybe do a little bit more consolidating. come up here, get the break through there. And yes, does that break create more upside buying pressure? We'll see what happens. Next one here, BURU, and sometimes this is just how the days unfold, but yes, you guessed it, we have ourselves another bull pennant pattern. Some days there's no bull pennants, other days it's like this, where it's almost like every other stock you look at it has a bull pennant formation. So resistance, support, nice upwards move there. Golf hole down here, another bull pennant pattern. So even if you like penny stocks, now you have a couple of choices even down in the world of pennies as far as bull pennants. Next one here, TSLA Tesla. Talked about this red line here the past few days as resistance down at the 444.10 mark, but you can see this morning, price got the break up from it, and then from there, slow and steady grind the rest of the day. So great movement. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these lines down here. They serve their purpose. And first update, just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. But I'm also going to adjust this area up to right here at the former breakout area at 451, as that's now going to be that ideal level, which you now know is an area where, what would make this chart look the absolute healthiest moving forward. Definitely staying above 451. But again, from the overarching standpoint, just watch that purple line, and as that line moves higher and higher, as long as the price does stay above that area, then the overall trend is still plenty in the bull's favor. And then in terms of areas of resistance, let's go to the hourly time frame. We might have to go, let's go to the daily. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we're looking at the daily, meaning instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 30 minutes, each one represents an entire day. And this is a good problem to have because we are having to go way far back into the chart's history to figure out where the next potential battleground may be. And that sits right there at the 466 mark. And then after 466, next key level to watch right up there around the 485. And that 485 mark is coming from way back there in 2024. So, I mean, we are talking literally months upon months ago since the price has been up around these highs. But yes, huge move today, pushing up into multi-month highs. So let's see if the momentum continues for the Tesla bulls. So that wraps up the top 10 list. Again, if you are sick and tired of the pattern day trader rule, or you just want to start a new adventure, move into a market that trades way better than small caps and penny stocks and all that sort of stuff, then come check out the market that I've been trading and use it and go about it with the way I have, because it's a very low risk way. Very little money is required. But at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, I totally understand if this all sounds a little sketchy, which is why come check out the live stream. Ask me questions and watch it with your very own eyes. So very little risk and then a whole lot of upside potential. So thanks for watching. As always, make sure you hit that like button. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the live stream.